Hey everyone, are you using Dynamo with Revit and struggling every time you need to choose something while your script is running? If your script looks like a big tangled mess just because you are trying to pick the right options, don't worry, I've got the perfect solution for you. Today I am super excited to show you something that will make your life so much easier. It's called the DynaForms, the Dynamo package, and it's all about making things simple. With just one special piece, a UI form node, you can pick what you need without any hassle right in the middle of running your script. I am Atul Tagger and I love making Dynamo user friendly, and that's why I have made this package for you. It's like having a clean, easy button that helps you without turning your script into spaghetti. So keep things simple, stay tuned for all the tips and tricks, and let's jump right into how this cool package works. And if you like quick tips like this, hit that like button, subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss any of my tutorial. Ready? Let's get started. So let's jump straight in and open Dynamo. Just create a new blank Dynamo script. Head over to packages and click on search for a package. And in search for packages dialog box, type DynaForms, DynaForms. So you can click and install it, as I already installed it in my system, so I don't need to install it again. So after installation, this package will show up here in your add-ons. And in DynaForms we have three different types of forms. First one is form drop down, form list select, and form multi select. So let's create a basic script, as I have already created one basic script. I'm just opening that one, and that's a very basic script to test all these forms. This basic script I have first input as a string, so I just name all my items as starting with the item. And another node is a code block which is generating a list from number 1 to 25. And afterwards I've created this code block. So this code block is just adding those two string, concatenate those two strings and create item 1 to 25. Let me freeze this node and let's check what is the output of this list. If I run it, so it will generate item 1, item 2, item 3 till item 25. Say for example, if I just need to select this item number 10, how can I do it before? By using a conventional approach. I write another code block, just type any variable name, and in the square bracket I can type the index number of this item. In this list, the item 10 is having index number of 9, then I have to type the number 9 and then connect from this node to this code block node and run it. Then I can have this number item 10. Every time if you want to choose another one, then you have to change this index number, but first you need to run this node and then freeze it, this node, and then afterwards you can type this index number. Now I'm using this form drop down and just uncheck freeze it, and then let's check how it is easy to select any single item by using this form. I'm running this one again. See this DynaForms drop down form is displayed on the screen. So it's a drop down, so we can easily select the item from the list. Say for example, now I have to select item number 10, so I can just simply select the item 10 and press OK. So it will pass on to the next node. Now I'm testing another form that is called form list select, and let's see if we want to select multiple items from this list, how can we select it? I'm freezing this node and uncheck freeze and run it again, and let me connect this to the watch node so that it will display the output from this one. And if I click run it, then it is showing the list of all the items, and I can select multiple items just pressing any select one single one by using my left click on my mouse. And I can also press Ctrl key and press and select all of the different items. Even I can use shift button to select multiple items. So for example, I've selected item number from 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then number 20 and 22. If I press OK, so only those items will be passed on to the next node. You don't need to create any list. or like you can avoid this kind of code block to select a list of items or like a sub list of items. When you want to just pick those selected items from the list, then you can directly use this form. Now I'm testing the last the form, that is the multi-select. I'm freezing this node, connect from this the output of the multi-select to this watch node, uncheck this freeze and try to run it. So here I have now two list boxes. The first list box is my unselected list, where I can have like different items from my input. Now in this case I have to select multiple items from 15 to 25. I can select everything and just press this button, so it can just move all those selected items to this window. This is the final selected item, so I can just move it around. And now if I want to change the order of these items, I can simply select that item and just move this up and down arrow. So for example, after 21 I need an item number 20, let's say 18 afterwards. So I can rearrange, I can change the order of these items. And when I press OK, let me just move one more item. When I press OK, it will pass on all the selected items and in that specific order which we have selected in that form. So that is how all these forms are working. In the next part, I'm showing you another example where you can use this kind of forms. Next, I am showing you another example using CivilConnection. And CivilConnection package is used to read the information from Civil 3D. Let me open that script. So in this script, I am reading the Civil application, the running instance of the Civil application, and from that Civil application I am reading all the documents which I have opened in that Civil 3D. So if I open the Civil 3D, so I have like multiple files open. First is called Intro 2, Intro 1, Earthworks and Corridor 5C. Now I want to just read the information from this Intro 1 and reading all those alignments in this file Intro 1. So how can I read it inside Revit using the CivilConnection package? So let me go back to the Dynamo script. In the Dynamo script, I've already set everything. Like first node is representing the Civil application. Second one is to get document. This node can get all the open documents in Civil 3D, and then I'm using a drop down where I can select only one single item from this list and then select this particular document, and the next node is getting all the alignments in that particular document. And then again I have used another form, drop down form, to select particular one single alignment, and after that alignment I'm just getting all the profiles of that particular alignment, and again using that form drop down to select particular profile and getting the PVI elevations and PVI stations. So let me try to run this script, and it's very simple script. It is reading file inside Civil 3D, and then afterward is reading alignment, profile, and then profile properties. If I just run it, so all these forms are opening one by one. The first form is saying select document from the drop down. As I've already told you, I have like 4 or 5 different types of document already open in Civil 3D. So it is just showing me what are different options I have, and I want to open this file called Civil Intro 1 DWG, and just selecting, press OK. And then afterwards it is showing me the different types of alignment, number of alignments in that particular document. And in that particular Intro 1 file we have 2 alignments, so I can simply select any one out of it. And now I want to select only the first one, that's called First Street. If I press OK, then it is showing another form where I can select the particular profile out of it. I have like finished grid center line, First Street. Another profile is called Easy Surface. Now I'm selecting the first profile, finished grid center line, First Street. If I press OK, then it is showing me what are different PVI elevation and PVI stations. So in this way we can utilize all these Dynamo forms, this drop down form, to simply select all those documents, alignments and the profile very easily. Otherwise we can hard code, or like not hard code, we can fix those values. We can also use in CivilConnection something called, in the Civil application we can use get documents by name. we can provide the name. And sometimes if we don't have that name already, we already running Civil 3D and it is a number of documents are already open. So in that case, we can use this civil application.get documents, and then afterwards we can utilize this forms drop down, so where we can select this particular document. And also imagine one case, if your file name contains any special character that is not available in your keyboard sometimes. So for example, in some countries we have very special characters and that is not available in another country. So in that case, you can use this form drop down to simply select that file. So this is how all these different types of forms are working. Thank you for now, and that's all there is to it. You just learned how to use DynaForms to make Dynamo even cooler. There's so much you can do, and I can't wait to see your project. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. If you got any question or ideas, drop a comment below and keep playing with your scripts and have fun. Thank you.